following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on So the New York starting five. Randall will step in at the 4 with Robinson as the center. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. And for Atlanta, in the backcourt, it's the stars Young and Murray. Johnson is out there with MP. And it's Bay in at the small forward. When you take a glance at the season and standings grade, teams are still kind of feeling things out.
Yeah, it's just so early in the season, Kevin, and that means teams still trying to establish an identity as well as experimenting and just trying out new rotation.
Got that one up quick. Barbosa's got the first basket of the game for the Hawks.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Strategy is going to be a big part of the outcome tonight. We'll see which team dictates the style of play.
Outside for Robinson. New York moving the ball around. Lock at 6. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Murray against DiVincenzo. Murray, good.
An explosive athlete with the ball in his hands. DeJounte Murray doing a dance and creating space for his shot.
When you look at this Knicks roster, Greg, this is a team that feels it can make a deep playoff push.
And they have their stars. They have tons of young talent. Developing that talent and adding a piece or two should get them where they want to go.
Now here's Johnson. Mitchell Robinson unable to get his last shot to go in. Barbosa's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Anunoby. Excellent D there by Johnson. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Murray the pass to Barbosa. No good from outside. The Knicks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Pass to Randall. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
Pass to Johnson. Out left to the wing. Murray kicks to Barbosa. For the 3. And it's Barbosa again missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Brunson against Young. Randall left side. Back to Brunson. Fires the 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. And it's a tie ball game.
What a beautiful look. Randall continues to round out his game in the prime of his career.
Banked in off the glass. Murray's got his second bucket of the night.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
And we know they like having Brunson out there, Greg, a player they can run the entire offense through.
No doubt. And he can be trusted on to take the keys and just run things.
The Knicks leading by 7. Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Up front, it's Randall at the 4 and Hartenstein at the 5. Jalen Brunson out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Hart in at the 3, the small forward. Drills it from outside. Brunson's got 16 points.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there. And he's been relentless.
Shots good from Young.
If you got Trae Young on your side, chances are you're going to win the mid-range battle.
Young against Brunson. Passes to DiVincenzo. And here is Hart. Here he goes. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
A blend of speed and power. That's how Hart gets through on that drive.
Young passes to Johnson. Here's Barbosa. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Barbosa's got his second basket of the game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Randall with the bucket. Randall's got the lead, back up to 10 now for the Knicks.
One thing we knew Randall could do entering the league, finish inside through contact.
Good. That's 7 points for MP.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Brunson up top, defended by Young. Brunson no good.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Here we are, Greg, watching Atlanta. This team has a lot of firepower.
And some great scores, Kevin. They don't just launch threes. They like to work for good shots inside the arc as well.
Griffin's checked in for Young. Then for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And Anunoby subbed in for Josh Hart. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. You know, Jalen Brunson, for the NBA at least, is small in stature, but his tremendous footwork enables him to operate inside and out. He says, I've tried to make my game for what I had as versatile as possible. I've got to be crafty. I'm not jumping out of the gym. I'm not racing down the floor in 2 seconds, but I'm going to keep you off balance. Kevin?
Oh, I love his game. David, I know you do as well. Hey, thank you.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
MP outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
Anunoby passes to Brunson.
2 minutes remaining in the
Pass to DiVincenzo. Shoots over Griffin, and again it's New York.
Well, great feed there by Jalen Brunson, a terrific facilitator.
Atlanta calls timeout. This their first. Look at this year's New York squad.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
Both teams will be fighting hard in all these.
We've reached halftime in this one. Knicks lead by 15. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
In the backcourt, it's the stars, Young and Murray. Sadiq Bey is out there with Johnson. And it's Barbosa in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder.
Sadiq Bey embraces playing up-tempo basketball, catching the rock and taking his shots.
Smitty, back in the 2001-2 season, you led the NBA in three-point shooting. Over 47% from deep. Did you play in the wrong era?
I don't think so, Kevin, but I do wish at times I could have played a few seasons in this era. That season, I only took about 3 trades per game. Now, I'd be taking like 15, Kevin.
Barbosa's shot is off.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Inside, Randall makes it off the glass. 6 points for Julius Randle.
I wonder if Randall even felt that contact. So strong in the upper body.
The feed to Barbosa. Over Robinson. And there's Barbosa. That's good on the assist by Johnson. And that's 11 points for MP.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And let's also add, he has touch from there. That's a solid shot for him.
Robinson misses. And it's Bey with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks.
And we know Saddiq Bey is a reliable player on offense, but at times, Smitty, he's exceeded that.
Oh, yeah, Saddiq Bey can have a big night when his confidence is really flowing, and he's not shying away from big shots.
Here's Brunson. And there's another one for the Knicks.
And how about the hustle there from Brunson? Excellent work, just using energy.
Young passes to Barbosa. And it's Barbosa again missing. The Knicks leading by 16. To the paint. Here's DiVincenzo. Outside for Robinson. Second shot opportunity. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
The defense was clearly not on the same page. No one picked up the open man.
Pass to Johnson. To the middle. Here's Barbosa. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 6 assists in the game.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
New York calls timeout. Steve, thinking back to the 2018 draft, Atlanta made a trade that day with major ramifications.
Kevin, yes they did. At the core of it, it was young for Doncic. It might have been easy to second guess at first.
The Knicks shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. On the court for the Knicks, Josh Hart out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Brunson in at the 1. Hart, wide open. He fires. Misses the 3. The Hawks trail by 20. With the teardrop, here's Barbosa. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Here's Brunson. Pass to DiVincenzo. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Brunson up top. He's covered by Murray. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And statistically, more young players in the league today, Greg, than in decades past. Might be a reason the age limit wasn't lowered in this new CBA.
Yeah, I mean, the veterans saying, hey, we're already having a tough time sticking around. And I think having those guys helps on and off the court.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Lightning quick with length. Murray's most dangerous when he's putting the ball on the floor.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them. So they have just stuck with the game plan.
And also, they are working the opposition from the mid-range, continuing to fire away with confidence from there.
And so Murray nails both of them. And a guy who fills up the stat sheet across the board, Steve, DeJounte Murray.
His length and athleticism shows up at both ends, Kevin. A good rebounder for a guard. And beyond the numbers, he comes up with some clutch plays.
Brunson, good.
And defense is all over Brunson inside, but still manages to outmaneuver them for the deuce.
Here's Murray. Robinson pulls it in.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Yes, that goes in. 9 points for OG Anunoby.
Dante DiVincenzo.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. For three, Murray. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Brunson, that's a two-pointer. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
His first.
Like you spent your first 4 seasons playing in New York. What's that like?
When the Knicks are winning, Kevin, there is no place you'd rather be. The fans are incredibly smart, loyal, and they'll treat you like a king. But no doubt that media pressure is for real.
And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in. Johnson dishes to Barbosa. And the pass to Bay. Back to Barbosa. Over Robinson. The Hawks again can't hit. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Robinson left side. Back to Hart. Rebound, Atlanta.
2 minutes.
And here's Bay. Here's Barbosa. And there it is for him.
Quality pass from Sadiq Bey, recognizing the overcommitment and making the D pay for it.
1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Brunson kicks to Robinson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Pass to Murray. On the wing, Johnson. Murray looking around. And with this new in-season tournament, Greg, the NBA continuing to innovate. Are they getting too out there for you? Or do you like it?
Listen, I think it pays to be bold. And I'll be one to admit I was not a fan of the play-in. But I got to tell you, it's been a tremendous success. So I've got an open mind. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Knicks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jalen Brunson.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Okay, that time, advantage defense, meeting him right at the rim.
Lobbed up there for Robinson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Robinson with the block. Brunson with it. So no problem for New York as they get the win. Victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, That's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
Tired of being broke, got scamming. These, I don't know, headman, I call him Chaser, he got money.
When you were gone, I wasn't lonely. Could hear myself talk, my life was healthy. But then you returned, making days into eternity without concern. Take it all like you own it all, counting endless beams of light, slipping through the blinds. When you were gone, I wasn't lonely. Could hear myself talk, my life was hell.
Oh, wow.
No, you got it back. Watch the roll, watch the roll, watch the roll. Watch the roll, watch the roll. Yep. Oh, good move, Dirk. Dirk.
Whoa.
Dirk said he had something.
Yeah. Oh, I see you, Brian.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, and giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. Now Atlanta's starting five, the talented duo of Young and Murray of the backcourt. Johnson is out there with MP, and it's Bay in at the three, the small forward. And for the Bucks, Giannis and Lopez together down low. Filling out the wings, it's Beasley and Middleton. And it's Lillard in at the point guard position. Well, Grant, we're still early on in the season here, but you feel like you've got a good sense of these teams yet?
Absolutely no. I mean, it's too early right now to tell. Now, some teams are still kind of coming into their own, so I think we need a few more games before we get a real sense of who the contenders are this year.
Now here's Murray. Shoots over Beasley. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Pass to Lillard. Here's Lopez. Good D by MP. And it's Atlanta's ball. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line. So Lillard will go to the free throw line. That one on Young. Well, Grant, how do the Bucks put the pieces back together and make a run at another title?
Well, the hope is this new coaching staff will unlock some new wrinkles and find ways to keep their offense from stalling in the clutch.
Now here's MP. Young inside, defended by Lillard. And that one's good. Young.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
The Bucks have gone 1 for 3 so far. Lillard passes to Lopez. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. And it's Lillard, that time on the assist by Antetokounmpo. Lillard's got 6 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Young, the pass to Barbosa. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Lopez. Here's Lillard. Again, the Bucks. Good for 2.
He's 3 or 4 now. Looking real confident out the gate.
Pass to Bay. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Got a piece of it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. MP left side. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Being opportunistic. Just taking what the defense allows.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Now here's Middleton. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Kept alive. Here's Lopez. And the layup is good off the glass.
And amidst the tall timber, he's right at home. Extremely comfortable. Lopez getting it done.
And the Hawks call time here.
In terms of players who kept evolving, Clark, I mean, come on. How about Brook Lopez?
Substitution on the court.
And And here's Griffin outside. The rebound by the Bucks. And going against Atlanta, their first meeting on the year.
Yeah, last season they swept this team, which was expected given the delta in talent and consistency.
And, you know, that's really the difference between the middle-of-the-road team and the true elites. It's a relatively fine line. It's not just playing at your best, but bringing that consistency night in and night out.
At small and power forward, it'll be Middleton and Giannis. Damian Lillard out there with Malik Beasley. And it's Lopez in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Pass to Johnson. Griffin on the wing. Bay against Middleton. Outside Young. And here's him. The Hawks need to get one up here. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. The Bucks have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Beasley misses.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Pass to Barbosa. Back to Griffin. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second.
I know he's trying to make an impact, but you've got to play smarter than that.
To the paint. Here's Lillard. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. To the inside. Bay, good. Bay's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, defensively, if you come off someone, Young will find him.
To the middle. Griffin against Beasley. And that comes off the assist by Middleton.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Pass to Johnson. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They pin that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Grant, some players feel like certain officials have it out for them. Did you ever see any of that?
You know what, B.A.? The refs are human too. Yes, I did say that. But they're supposed to be impartial. So you go after them for a while, it's possible they will hold a grudge.
Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Goes up again. Bully ball in the paint from Giannis.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Young, the pass to Barbosa. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
The Bucks have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Here's Beasley. Lopez, a good look. Rebounded by Johnson.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Here's Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Timeout called. Milwaukee.
Who wants a t-shirt?
And some changes. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks closing out the...
That's the end of the first half with a score, Milwaukee 35. The Hawks.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. The talented duo of Young and Murray of the backcourt. MP is out there with Johnson. And it's Bay in at the small forward position. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lillard. Going inside, Lillard for 2.
And you see why he's one of the top scorers in the league. Lillard does it in so many ways.
Rejected by Lopez. Middleton looking around. Lillard outside. Middleton against Bay. Pass to Lopez. From downtown. And Bay pulls it down.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Brooke Lopez, over the course of his career, has become an elite rim protector and also stretched his scoring beyond the arc. His teammate, Giannis Antetokounmpo, said, quote, he competes hard for his team, and he's a big part of who we are. We need him, offensively and defensively, to be great. Brian?
Hey, he's such a key player, Allie, no question. Thanks.
Well, I like the fact that Middleton takes advantage of the mid-range jump shot. When he gets room to pull the trigger from there, he's taking it, and he's almost automatic.
Now Bay. He has 7. To the paint. Here's Barbosa. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Barbosa's got 8 points.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Murray. That shot missing. Some solid D from Beasley. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Murray. Outside Johnson. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Young. Fearless Trae Young.
Courageous play by Young. I mean, he goes inside and gets past the contact to his shot.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. And such great talent in the league, Clark. At the All-Star game last season. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Hawks?
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. The heavyweights for this team, Middleton and Giannis at forward. Patrick Beverley out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Here's Murray. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. And the Hawks lead by 13.
Boy, it's been all Murray all day, 24/7. He's really become a lethal offensive presence.
Lillard passes to Beverly. Clock at 6. The jump hook. Middleton, a good look. Nice shot from the wing.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
Pass to Johnson. Down low. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
You can see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Johnson. And Antetokounmpo the bucket on the assist by Lillard.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
Pass to Bay. Barbosa passes to Murray. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Murray's got 9 points now in the quarter.
You know, even against tight defense, Murray has a number of ways he can score inside. He's not the strongest guy there, but he's flexible and creative.
Middleton, left side.
2 minutes.
Shot that time, not on target. Good D by Bay. Pass to Murray. Outside Young. Murray with it. Beverly defending. 16 feet out, and the jumper falls for him. Murray's got 20.
You know, that's a shot some teams are willing to give Murray. The more he knocks it down, the more dangerous he'll become.
Lillard deciding where to go with it. Beverly on the wing. To the inside. Here's Lopez. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. They're leading by 11. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, he really got after it tonight. I mean, they asked him to provide a big chunk of the offense, and wow, he responded. The defense had no idea how to contain him.
Wow, he delivered exactly what they needed in this one, injecting much-needed energy into this squad and helping them bounce back from that last loss. MP finds Murray. Nice shot there, making him 8 for 13.
A really solid victory for them here tonight. They kept things simple, took what the defense gave them, and grabbed the win for the Hawks.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just two tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And so they'll win the first of 3 games in this season series. That 1-0 lead should give them a nice confidence boost the next time they go up against Milwaukee.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for DeJounte Murray.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Bay outside. Pass to Young. And he lobs it up. Tipped away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lopez. So we see the Hawks taking the W here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and
When you were gone, I wasn't lonely. Could hear myself talk, my life was healthy. But then you returned, making days into eternity without concern. Take it all like you own it all, counting endless beams of light, slipping through the blinds, casting patterns on your face. I miss your embrace. Where did you go? Why did we hold on? When all of us broke, there's nothing to grow.
I'm thinking about my babe. First thing started 小众 priceless， 我很倔强地面对她 high sway。If she stay, I'll stay。出门搞钱，她等我回成都，安全感她有，我也不是小人物。我数学不太好，赚的钱要找人数，把对她的爱录成波形混成保证书。Superstar， 对你要学会慢慢接受。就是 rapper too lame， 还没学会掌握节奏。现在会找人记录，他们都想找我绝路。我只把时间留给你，my beautiful baby。你心里我排第几，你排第一。甜言蜜语，恋爱你放屁气，超越了地理。 我房间，躺在我旁边，看着我你迷人的双眼。
For a little entertainment system. Midnight. I'm here for the PlayStation 2. The best entertainment system to hit the world.
Perfect. Don't work, I be on a game all day. Don't text if you want attention from me. Roscoe's won't take the EBT. Guess I gotta go get this money. Looks like biscuit stairs don't faze me. Just mad, don't care, don't faze me. Take it back, first world problems, internet problems, influences. Don't you know that I'm stuck on stupid, and I'm a child. Mindless. So I picked up my controller and no PlayStation, I played them. 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 Perfect. Don't school. Hey, genius got me at attention, shawty. Mom said can't be on a game all day. Can't say forget this money. And I get this money. So I picked up my controller. No PlayStation, I played that. Perfect. No PlayStation, I played that. No PlayStation, I played that. No PlayStation, I played that.
You lose.
Played that. Perfect.
Listen, I don't know why you're not answering your phone, but anyway, this is your mom. I hope that you will talk to me, because this is really unusual for you not to answer your phone. Bye.
Sitting on my lawn, counting up this change that I found in the car. I don't know if Red was fake. You know me, I ain't tripping, shawty. Internet's on the best of late. That's just not what I care about, like it, girl. But you like to can't put a screen and say they don't know what they missing, shawty. More ideas for the things they chase. Buy Chanel, but ignore it mostly, girl.
Press start.
Do I need it? Look, girl, you got me.
I'm done now. Oh, yeah, man. Try to get it back for me.
I got you.
Come on, Jordan, get the rim. At the rim.
Nice,
What we gotta put on for the community. I'm on that. Nah. You're not gonna keep doing that.
Good D. Oh my God.
2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris, and checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns and Gobert hold down the post for him. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. And for the Hawks, in the backcourt, it's the stars Young and Murray. Sadiq Bey is out there with Johnson. And it's Barbosa in at the center, filling out the middle. And when you consider how athletic, Doris, both these teams are, what do you think both should be looking to do here tonight?
Kevin, athleticism is best showcased in transition, so we expect the pace to be high. There is going to be pressure at the rim. The potential for the spectacular could happen on any moment.
Young passes to Barbosa. Over Gobert. Barbosa's shot is off. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. Down low. The shot by McDaniels, no good. Here's Atlanta now. Murray scanning the floor. Here's Barbosa. It's rebounded by Towns. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Conley against Young. Offensive rebound. Gobert. Slam dunk by Gobert.
You simply must account for Rudy Gobert and keep him off the offensive glass. He's done it his whole career.
Pass to Barbosa. Over Gobert. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
Since moving to Atlanta in 1968, Greg, the Hawks have never been to the NBA Finals.
That is insane, Kevin. I mean, you think back to all the great players they've had, from Dominique Wilkins to now Trae Young. Hawks fans are hungry for a trip to the finals.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Passes it to McDaniels. The kick out to Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Edwards.
Such a talented defensive player. I really love how he competes on that end.
And he could not get them one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on Towns.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second.
And you know, one look at Murray's game, and you can tell he's been well coached over the course of his career. His awareness, his work ethic, this guy is just always bringing it.
Outside, Towns. Pass to Conley. Gobert down low. MP's there. Outside Conley from past the arc. Another miss by Conley. To the inside. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Young.
And how about the find by Trae, making sure he keeps his teammates involved.
Outside Conley. And there's the pass to Gobert. Low block shot. Nice touch on the bank shot. Gobert's got his second basket of the night.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
For Rudy Gobert, he is one of 4 players, Doris, to win Defensive Player of the Year 3 times.
And you think back, Kevin, he was a late first-round pick in 2013. Probably has exceeded all expectations. He has obviously cemented himself as one of the all-time defenders in NBA history.
And 2 physical points for Murray, mixing it up down low.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. In this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And both of these sides were fighting tooth and nail for a playoff spot and split their season series at 1 apiece.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Sadiq Bey is out there with Johnson. Then it's MP. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Griffin in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Oh, what a feed by Murray. He's got that pass-first mentality. You always want to play with guys that play that way.
Barbosa against Gobert. Pass to McLaughlin. Shot clock at 6. At the top of the key, Towns. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. And stolen by Bey. Passes it to Griffin. Here's Barbosa. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
On the clock, McDaniels finds Gobert. McLaughlin off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Doris, lots of people are excited to see how this Timberwolves team progresses.
Certainly, Kevin, you have to admire what Anthony Edwards showed you in terms of those exciting young players. He proved he was more than capable of elevating his responsibility. And when you think about their postseason, you ran into Nikola Jokic and the eventual champs. You can live with that.
Left side, Griffin. Back to Barbosa. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
For 3, Edwards. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray. The Hawks leading by 14. Pass to Bey. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely 0 chance of a comeback. And nice finish by him.
Towns for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
What a feed to Towns. This guy ready to rise and fire on the catch.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. We know Doris officiating is always going to be a point of contention, but some teams let it affect them more than others.
And Kevin, that can obviously have a major difference in so many of the games. And for me, a lot of times it comes down to maturity. Teams that dwell on calls are going to have issues, particularly in big games. Let the coach worry about the officials. You play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Johnson. Bogdanovich comes in for Sadiq Bey. And Trae Young subbed in for Griffin. And so it's Atlanta with a...
Your Hawks, 36. The Timberwolves, 22.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert hold down the post for him. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Shot by McDaniels, no good. And so, MV will bring it up for the Hawks. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
That's the shot he's developed and worked really hard at. Murray's hands lightning fast.
Murray against Edwards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray. The Timberwolves shooting their first foul shots of the night here. So much fun indoors to watch. Anthony Edwards on the floor. This kid is electric.
Kevin, this guy is part of the next generation of great players. When you look at the rising stars in this league, he's got to be near the top of that list. Unbelievable offensively, three-level scorer, and a guy who will get down and dirty on the defensive end.
Stolen by Conley. Now, here's McDaniel. Hasn't made one yet. And his Towns missing. Now, here's Bay. McDaniel's defending. Steps back and fires. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Knocked loose. Barbosa with the steal. Young against Edwards. And rejection by McDaniel.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Outside Conley. To the left side wing. Towns with it. And it's Bay picking him up. Shot clock at 5. Conley the pass to Towns. And finished off by McDaniel.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Down low. Barbosa gets the bucket. Barbosa's got 5 points so far.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Minnesota calls timeout. And Doris, here we're looking at Jaden McDaniel's stats. He's clearly been stepping up his game.
He has, Kevin. It's always fun to see a young talent develop their skill set, build real confidence, and Jaden's starting to carve out his space in this league.
And the Hawks making a change here. Fernando's checked in, and then for Minnesota. Anderson, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Mike Conley. That one good for 2.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Good on the bucket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
He rifled that one in from distance. He's got 9.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
To the paint, here's Barbosa. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Here's Edwards. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
For the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's... And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Atlanta.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
The guard set is Young and Bogdanovich. Johnson is out there with Bay, and it's Barbosa in at center. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Timberwolves trail by 15. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
You know, he's been giving them points, but they still can't seem to get over the hump tonight.
Johnson finds Barbosa. Knocks down the 3-ball.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual... defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do. Well, spectacular athleticism from the 7-foot center Gobert. Wow.
Barbosa for three. Minnesota with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Atlanta leading by 14. MP looking around. Good on the triple. Barbosa's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Hawks.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's defended by Bay. Now the pass to McDaniels. Here's Alexander Walker. Shoots over Bay. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And it's Bay with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. 17-point lead, their biggest.
You know, you can't be overzealous inside when you guard young. You got to be better at contesting without fouling.
First free throw is good. Towns, he's checked in for Minnesota.
2 shots.
And so Young nails them both. And with this new CBA, great for the first time, team and league licensing revenue, about $160 million a year, is to be shared with the players.
And I think that's probably jersey patches and stuff like that. It makes sense that the players should get a share of that.
McDaniels with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Pass to Gobert. He feeds it to Towns. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for Bogdanovich.
DeJounte Murray.
The Hawks leading by 19 points. Young up top, covered by Conley. Barbosa's shot is off.
Not a great decision there. With a defender in your grill, kick it out.
Minnesota's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Conley, the pass to Gobert. He kicks to Edwards. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Such great concentration. Anthony Edwards maintaining his focus through the contact right there.
The three, Barbosa. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. 16 points for MP.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Hawks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Hey, it's Floki5000 from the My Team community. My highlight of NBA 2K24 is definitely all the memories I've made playing co-op with my buddies. Playing with people from the community, playing with other creators online, playing with my real-life friends. It's been a lot of fun. I think it's the best way to engage with My Team. If you're not into My Team co-op, give it a try. Get in there.
It's your girl Lily here with the 2K TV wrap up. I hope you're enjoying your summer out there in the city on the sticks. I'll see you guys in 2K25.
What's good, y'all? Shout out to the whole 2K community. It's your boy King Jordan DF, and I appreciate all of y'all just for tuning in and just for grinding this hot summer on 2K24. Just want to tell you that make sure that you relax and make sure you come out here and get some runs with your boy. See you outside.
We have had so much fun on 2K24, and the fun will continue all summer long. Make sure to look out for us out there on the court.
Yes, and thanks to all of you for being a part of the 2K TV community and making this season the best yet. Let's do it again. We'll see you in 2K25. 2K TV Season 11 will go live at launch, and we've already got great things in the works for you.
Oh, yeah. We've been talking to some of the devs and are really excited to tell you all about 2K25. But we can't just do that yet.
And before we give too much away, enjoy the summer
and enjoy the game.
And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. And now Washington's starting group. In at the forward positions, Avdia and Kuzma. Then there's Marvin Bagley. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Koulibaly in at the two guard. And for Atlanta, in the backcourt, it's the stars Young and Murray. Johnson is out there with MP. And it's Bay in at the three, the small forward. And even with preseason, Smitty, there's always some rust that needs to be shaken off in these early season games.
Yeah, Kevin, some guys are playing themselves into shape. Others are simply finding their rhythm. You got to be patient and figure out what works and what doesn't.
Now, here's Poole.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Murray outside. Barbosa for three. Kuzma pulls it in. And so Poole will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Koulibaly, no good. Murray outside. Rebounded by the Wizards. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, you know they wanted a few of those plays back. What a tough way to go out in that one.
Yeah, they came in with a purpose, gave everything they had. It just wasn't quite enough.
To GA, the Wizards, with their trades over the summer, they have definitely hit the reset button for a rebuild.
Yeah, and moved on from Beal and traded Porzingis as well. So kept Kuzma and brought in Poole to start the youth movement. Exciting times for the Wizards.
Now, here is Young. A 17-point game for him in the win against Minnesota.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
Here's Poole after the made shot from Barbosa. Kuzma passes to Bagley. Bay with the double team. Bagley kicks to Avdia. And another shot. And no good that time. Good work defensively by Bay.
Not the efficient start they were hoping for. Only 1 for 4 from the field.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And here is Poole after the three-pointer from Barbosa. Kuzma passes to Poole. There's the drive, and he dunks it down.
Great dive from Kuzma there, assessing the situation and
Young against Poole. And there's Barbosa. That's good on the assist from Young. And that's now 7 points for him. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. It's Kuzma penetrating, and the basket is good.
nice drive. If you overplay Kuzma's jump shot, he can put it on the deck and go around you.
Over to the left wing. Inside, Barbosa lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Barbosa's got 9 points. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now, here's Kuzma. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Koulibaly. Off with the layup.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
They're going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Well, this is his game. Be proactive offensively. Put the defense back on his heels.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington. And Smitty, here we have Atlanta consistently knocking on the door in a crowded Eastern Conference.
You know, Kevin, they have added talent. Unfortunately, so has the rest of the conference. But Atlanta's still young.
Here's Jones. 11 points for him in that last game against Boston. In the backcourt, it's the Stars, Young and Murray. Clint Capella is out there with MP. And it's Bay in at the 3 spot. So that's the Hawks 5.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
Murray outside. Bay kicks to Barbosa. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Wizards leading by 3. Here's Avdia. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Tyus Jones always put it in a spot where his teammate can fire right away.
Young against Jones. A nice shot by Young.
So that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Koulibaly. 11 points for him in that last game against Boston.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the stripe.
Offensive rebound. They shoot again. And he's still waiting to make his first shot for the night. Now 0 of 4. The 3, Barbosa. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Now, here's Avdia. Capella covering. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And, Greg, it just seems like every night Kyle Kuzma is going to put up double digits.
And he has the potential to be a double-double threat. Just needs to get more aggressive on the glass.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. It's a 3-point game. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The league is now, Greg, on any given night, we sometimes see a team fall flat. Is it just luck of the draw?
Sometimes players are tired, and sometimes they relax. You know, this is why... leadership is so vital, setting that standard for others to follow.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. And then for Washington, Champagne's checked in, and Poole subbed in for Tyus Jones. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Taking a look at Sacramento. They've climbed all the way up to the 2nd spot.
And I think for the Hawks, they're just right now outperforming those preseason predictions. And that's because they're getting help from some unlikely sources.
Young pass to Barbosa. Over Bagley. The Hawks again can't hit. The Wizards with the lead. Out to the wing. Poole on the wing. Back to Bagley. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Trae Young. The Hawks have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Bay finds Barbosa. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Washington's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged. And everything has to be earned.
Greg, it seems like the Wizards have been trying to find their edge against tough teams.
Yeah, and the first question is, which end does it happen on, offense or defense? Because you can win tough games by being great at either.
To the left wing. To the paint. Here's Barbosa. Great D that time from Bagley.
Well, you have to understand what your strengths are. Just not a good finish at the rim on that play.
They grab their own miss. Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
And at Kuzma's size, he could do more of this. Crash the offensive glass, keep the possession alive.
That evens the score. Barbosa's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for Atlanta.
He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touches from range.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Close game so far through the first two quarters.
Your Hawks, 37. The Wizards, 34.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
So the Wizards 5 right now. In at the forward positions, Avdia and Kuzma. Then there's Jordan Poole. Then there's Marvin Bagley. And it's Koulibaly in at the shooting guard. And Poole gets it to go.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
And let's forget the height disadvantage. He brings the effort and he brings the energy.
Barbosa's shot is off.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Pass to Koulibaly. Drains the three-pointer. Koulibaly's got 5 points so far.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
There's the pass to Johnson. On its way from Barbosa for two. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Wizards trail by 3. Kuzma outside. 90 seconds now into the second half. From 13, up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And how about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. Wants to outwork everybody. The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And so Poole will bring it up for the Wizards. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stint. It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Bagley.
Solid at fighting through contact. I like how Kuzma accepts these challenges and converts.
Kicks it out to Barbosa. And it's off from three-point range. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, DeJounte Murray grew up in South Seattle. He said a lot of stuff goes on. It was rough. But NBA veteran and fellow Rainier Beach graduate Jamal Murray tried to help him. Murray says, always stayed positive with me and my family. And say, that kid has a chance. And every summer we play pickup. I knew I could be okay if I stayed working. Kevin?
And he did. D.A., thanks so much for the report. Washington calls timeout. MP's really making a difference here.
He's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
For the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Johnson. A.J. Griffin comes in for Saddiq Bey. And it's Bogdanovich in for Young. Griffin with the steal. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. To the wing on the left. Here's Vucevic. From outside, off the mark. The Hawks lead by 6.
And one of the great rebounders in this league, Clint Capella, plays that role as well as anyone.
Greg, on a per-minute basis, few players are better. Sharp anticipation, works at it, and many of his points come from the offensive glass.
That one goes in.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Griffin with the steal. Inside, Bogdanovich dishes to Barbosa. A second chance effort. Rebound by Kispert. Wizards trail by 8. 1:12 left to play in the third. The D by Bogdanovich. The Hawks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. To the inside. Lays it up off the glass. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 10 now for the Hawks.
A sneaky 6'6". Bogdanovich can bang down low.
And the foul called on MP. In the backcourt, it's the stars, Young and Murray. Saddiq Bey is out. And it's Barbosa in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And Poole gets it to go. Poole's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Wizards. Atlanta's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Young against Jones. Barbosa passes to Bey. It's Young on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Kispert with it. And it's Bey picking him up. Now Poole. Avdia, the pass to Kispert. Fires it up. Rebound by the Hawks.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Bey kicks to Barbosa. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Poole. So it's the Wizards now. They trail by 9 points. Avdia gets the bucket.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Young against Jones. MP outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Hawks lead by 10.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step to becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that'll do it, folks.
Great game tonight. You really had it working on the offensive end. Oh man, my shots were falling tonight, mostly because my teammates were setting me up with some great looks. We always look for the open man, and tonight it was your boy.
Do you look at yourself as a go-to player on this team?
Man, we got a whole bunch of go-to players. It all depends on who's feeling it that night.
Right.
Again, tonight, my shots were falling, man. So, we try to take it, best shots regardless of who it is.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, man.
No doubt.
Welcome to the 2K TV Season 10 finale. I cannot believe it. 10 seasons. We're already at the finale. It feels like just yesterday where we were like, welcome to Season 10. It's been 10 years
The
of 2K
game's out.
TV.
Check out all this cool 2K24 stuff. Now we're here at the finale. And some of my favorite moments, Alexis, have been the amazing guests we've had on the show, such as Jeff Hamilton.
The Pelicans know their fans will be fired up for tonight's Let's take a look at our starters for Atlanta. The talented duo of Young and Murray of the backcourt. Sadiq Bey out there with Johnson. And it's MP in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Pelicans, Jones is the 2 with Ingram at small forward. Jonas Valanciunas out there with Najee Marshall. And it's McCollum at point. The NBA season just getting going. Fall is coming in full force. Grant, there's nothing quite like this time of year.
It's the best time of the year, and I'm chomping at the bit. I mean, every fan is excited and, of course, optimistic. Fans all over are excited to see the new faces on their team. So nothing can beat some good old basketball in the fall.
And the free throw, no good. And Brent, for the Pelicans, it seems like it's a matter of time before Willie Green's group puts it all together.
They certainly have the pieces, and on paper, B.A., they are very, very scary. It's a young and talented core, and there's no reason that these guys should not be moving up in the Western Conference standings.
Yep, that one goes.
Oh, man, easy money for Young. When someone's that wide open, it's going to turn it into a bucket.
Outside Jones. Pass to Valanciunas. Over MP. Valanciunas can't get it to go. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 4-point game. They defeated Washington in their last game.
In that game, they were the enforcers, and they were also efficient. That's the kind of balance coaches look for.
Well, easy to be efficient on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in the rhythm tonight.
They get it again. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. And we're about a minute into the first. Shot's good by McCollum.
Was so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
Pass to Bey. Inside. Here's Barbosa. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Marshall passes to Valanciunas. Good D by MP.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
Jones against Murray. Johnson on the wing. Back to MP. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's McCollum. He had a 30-point outing in their last game against Detroit.
And on top of everything else, he did a great job of helping control the boards at both ends.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's McCollum. Pass to Jones. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. 6 to shoot. Marshall inside. Johnson on him. It's scooped up. Second chance effort. And Valanciunas with the lay-in.
Big guys like Valanciunas have spent a lot of time in this league understanding where the ball is going to come off of that rim on a miss. He was in great position that time.
Now here's Bay.
2 minutes.
1:56 left in the first quarter. Pass to Barbosa. Here's Murray. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Timeout called. The Pelicans. And for the past few seasons, the Hawks have been driven by their offense, Brent.
And they really have done a nice job of finding some wing scoring to complement what it is they've gotten from the guard position. And they put an emphasis on the three-point line. They made a coaching change, and that philosophy is also helping to keep them to meet.
And Young has got the ball here for the Hawks. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. Murray the 2 and Griffin the 3. MP is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the 1. McCollum's shot is off.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Barbosa. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Barbosa's got 5 points now this quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
From the baseline. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And with load management, some say it's the team's job at times to protect players from themselves. How different is that from when you played, Grant?
You know, B.A., it's very different. I think teams now are much smarter assessing load and risk and looking more at the long-term big picture of their players.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Marshall's checked in, and the Hawks making a change here as well. Johnson's checked in. Barbosa. No luck on that one. Nice D from Valanciunas. And the Pelicans with possession here, trailing by 19. Next up, they'll face the Nuggets in Denver. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. All right. Let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Zion Williamson is a one-man wrecking crew inside. His coach, Willie Green, said, quote, "It's incredible his touch when he gets down to the lane with 2-3 guys hanging on him, and he's still somehow able to find the glass, and he does a great job of finding his teammates as well." And Brian, let's not forget about those dunks either.
Oh, definitely not. That's the show. Thanks, Allie. Banked it in off the glass. Young's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Young so hard to defend, especially when he's pulling off plays like that.
McCollum against Young. Shot's good by McCollum.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
The Hawks have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter.
And you look at what C.J. McCollum brings to the table. A skilled marksman and a calming presence in the locker room.
Well, what do you expect from the president of the Players Association? He's got to be regal, he's got to be refined, and he's super polished on and off the floor.
They have no answer defensively inside.
McCollum, the pass to Valanciunas. Here's Marshall. Rebounded by Johnson.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's Barbosa. Pelicans cleared away. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
Yeah, you know, you'd have to think that this wasn't their most impressive win this season, but it still counts as a W.
Yeah, in the end, actually a pretty comfortable win for them. That was a gritty effort on a night when they were not playing their best basketball.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. Brent, when you look at the Pelicans' 2023 season, health played a big part in their ups and downs.
No doubt about it, BA. So difficult to build a winning culture, or at least a consistent competitive culture, when guys are in and out of that lineup. So consistency is a key. If they get that for their coaching staff, this team has a real chance to make some noise this year.
So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for MP. Sadiq Bey comes in for... And so it's Atlanta looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. They just can't...
The Hawks, 42.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And New Orleans shooting only 26% for this game. Not good. The backcourt, McCollum and Jones. Najee Marshall is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5. That's the group for Willie Green getting going here in the second half. Outside Johnson. And makes it with the kiss. Johnson's got 6 points.
And when you've got your opponent down, you don't want to take your foot off the pedal.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Marshall inside, covered by Johnson. Valanciunas, good.
Valanciunas, one of the bigger men in the league, and he loves to live in the paint.
Pass to Johnson. To the middle. Here's Barbosa. Yes. And it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got his third assist of the night.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Well, that was...
And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And when you talk about the Atlanta Hawks, Brent, their entire 22-23 season seemed to be a win-one, lose-one scenario.
Yeah, a bit of a toss-up there, finishing 41-41. They made a coaching change, and with that comes a philosophical one, so you're making that adjustment. But the Hawks just never found their rhythm. You think with this offseason and retooling just a little bit that this team comes in composed with the goal in mind that they're going to be competitive this year and see if they can get beyond that first-round exit from last year.
He's off on the first. Grant, with the Pelicans, so many of the past few years have started with such high hopes.
Yeah, BA. And at the end of every season, it feels like there's a big what-if hanging over New Orleans. They haven't been able to catch many breaks in recent years.
Young from long range. And the Hawks with another three.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight. Buckets to start the quarter.
McCollum against Young. Now here's McCollum, guarded closely. The shot, no good. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Their next game is at Paycom Center in Oklahoma City for a date with the Thunder. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out, just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Back to Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. Steps back and shoots. Hits the front of the rim and out.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
MP outside. Oh, from deep. The Pelicans pull it in. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
CJ McCollum sometimes gets overlooked, but he said, quote, "I just do my job. It's about team success. I'm going to be more efficient and more consistent. I'm going to make plays, make shots, and try to help us win." Brian?
He's a great team leader, has a great perspective on his place in the game. Thanks, Allie. The Hawks have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Bay finds MP. Rebounded by Ingram. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Pass to Marshall. Shoots over Johnson. No good off the back of the rim.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Barbosa taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. So for the Hawks, Clint Capella comes in for Bay, and Bogdanovich is subbed in for Murray. Good on the second one. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Alvarado outside. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Got to appreciate the aggressive defense he brings.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by MP. Left side, Bogdanovich. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Bogdanovich has got his first bucket in this one.
and force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Oh, my. Their coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
No, they're not preventing.
Substitution on the court.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. On the court for the Hawks. The talented duo of Young and Murray of the backcourt. MP is out there with Johnson. And it's Bay. And at the three. Back to McCollum. Pass to Ingram. Plenty of space. And his fifth make of the game in 12 attempts.
And this is where that length shows off on particular plays like that. Still able to score.
Now Johnson. MP outside. Up top Johnson. Right side Murray. Outside Young. Now MP. Valanciunas covering. Barbosa can't get it to go. The Pelicans have gone 7 for 11 so far in the fourth. Here's Ingram. Rebound Atlanta. Barbosa's got 6 rebounds in the game. Young, the pass to Barbosa. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Hawks lead by 15. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Valanciunas can't get it to go. Atlanta's gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Young, the pass to Barbosa. That's... Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Pass to Ingram. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter here. The putback. And Bay pulls it down. Bay's got 4 rebounds now.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Hawks.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
Pass to Marshall. Just 5 to shoot. Outside for Ingram. Over Young. The shot by Ingram, no good.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And that one dropped. And the Hawks lead by 20.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
MP finds Young. And here's MP from outside. Valanciunas with a rebound. Now Ingram. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire team.
We are tipping off the 2K TV virtual wrap party in the theater today. We are going 3v3, and we've got some members of the community joining us here today. So let's introduce our members right now. We've got Dat Girl Megan and King Jordan. Welcome to the show. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. It's good seeing you, Alexis and LD, and having Danny the GOAT on my team. And Meg, oh, this is going to be an exciting show today. I'm ready.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. The talented duo of Young and Murray of the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Sadiq Bey. And it's MP in at the center position. And for Oklahoma City, inside we got Williams and Holmgren. Josh Giddey out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Hayward in at the 3 slot. Out of the gates, some guys tend to start strong, Grant. Others take a little time to warm up. Which group did you align with?
Yeah, good question, BA. You know, I always liked to start the season strong. And a lot of it goes into your preparation. What are you doing in the offseason? Are you ready when we get into training camp, the preseason? You know, all of that building to opening night and really establishing yourself within the team and also throughout the league right from the gates.
No good on the shot. He puts up a 3. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And going against Atlanta, their first meeting on the year.
Against this team last year, they took both games. A measuring stick of the median between conferences.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. His last outing, he had 24 points. Shot clock at 3. Williams finds Giddey. Drains the triple.
You have to be excited about Josh Giddey. This guy knows when to shoot off the catch.
Doris, how about the production we've been seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander?
BA, he has taken that step from star to superstar, simply stated. I think he's got the potential to make multiple All-NBA teams, the ability offensively to attack at 3 levels, and to be equally good on the defensive end of the floor. This guy is something special.
Now here's Bey. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Giddey against Murray. Outside Giddey. Pass to Holmgren. Over MP. With the putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Giddey's got his second basket of the night.
I'll tell you what, that's what you call a ferocious rebound. Josh Giddey sending a message on the putback.
Oh, nice step back to create some space.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Williams. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's Barbosa. Really played well against New Orleans in his last game. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This guy is so elusive with the ball in his hands. SGA just understands how to get off the dribble drive.
From deep, MP. Williams. Grabs the board. And Williams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 3-point lead, fresh off a win against the Warriors.
They had a lot of breaks go their way in that game, and hey, they cashed in when they could.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues, and give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
Now here's Giddey. He's got 5. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Atlanta calls timeout. You know, for my money, Josh Giddey is one of the most entertaining players signing a huge deal with Boston in 2017. Gordon Hayward had that terrible leg injury.
It's amazing, B.A., how quickly the trajectory of a career can change. It took Gordon Hayward a full year of rehabilitation after what was a gruesome injury. But I admire the work and commitment it took to get back, and now he is rebuilding and contributing to winning again.
Inside, we got Williams and Holmgren. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Josh Giddey, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here's Murray, and it's all tied up. Murray's got 8.
Yeah, the closer he gets, the deadlier Murray can be. He just enjoys working close in.
Giddey passes to Holmgren. Johnson against Williams.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
First team foul.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Outside Murray. On the wing, MP. Let's go with a 3. Hits the 3-pointer. Barbosa's got his first 3 points of the game. The Thunder have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Williams against Johnson. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. And here are the Thunder now. Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Giddey, that one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Giddey's gotten his 3rd basket of the night. Hey, you look at some of the young star power on OKC. Grant, they haven't had that since the Kevin Durant years.
Oh, B.A., I mean, those KD teams were built through the draft. So no matter where they're picking, the Thunder seem to uncover gems. Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Sinks that one from the post. 9 points in the game.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Griffin outside. Pass to Barbosa. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Hayward, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And a change for the Hawks. Young's checked in. Oklahoma City has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Murray against Giddey. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. Here's a look at the schedule for the Oklahoma City Thunder. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Friday, they head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. Atlanta calls timeout. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
And here we can check out the story for him. The Hawks have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. On the wing, Murray. Giddey defends. Here's Barbosa. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. Oklahoma City has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. And we've heard players asking for more clarity and accountability from the officials. Grant, you think they have a point?
Well, players often ask refs to explain calls. So they also want some clarity from the league whether the refs got it right. And that information oftentimes can help them make the proper adjustments moving forward.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Hawks made the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, but now they're looking to return into contention. Trae Young said, quote, "We'll be all right. It's really just about us, taking care of what we can control and making sure we're ready every night. But if we get into a rhythm, it'll take care of itself." Brian?
Yeah, great point. All right, Allie, thank you. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Young. Barbosa's got 7 points for the quarter. Thunder with a lead. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Pass to Holmgren. Hayward against Bay. Now Giddey. Clock at 6. Hayward outside. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Hey, good.
Terrific court awareness there. Murray recognizes the open man and wastes no time getting him the ball.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Giddey passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA using that size.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
From deep, MP. That shot off the mark. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one.
The Hawks, 29.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Josh Giddey.
He's been a real difference maker today in terms of reeling in offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle, you love the work ethic he has had on display.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. The talented duo of Young and Murray of the backcourt. Sadiq Bey out there with Johnson. And it's MP in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Atlanta has possession. After the basket by Oklahoma City. Barbosa. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
So hits one and misses one at the line. And for Oklahoma City, they're shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Hayward. Second half getting started. About a minute played. And that one's good. Holmgren.
And this is what Coach wants to see from Holmgren. Outworking the defense to get a second chance look.
Pass to Bay. MP with it. He's covered by Holmgren. Offensive board. Murray's shot is good. Murray's got 10 points in the game.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
Pass to Barbosa. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. He's got 10.
Yeah, defensively, if you come off someone, Young will find them.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
The Hawks making a switch here. Fernando's checked in. And with this break, a chance to see the best passers in the league from last season. Second, Trae Young.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
Murray brings the double. Here's Williams. The rebound by the Hawks.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
An interesting note on Jalen Williams. He was the first Santa Clara player drafted in 26 years.
PA, we know who that player you're talking about is. Obviously, Steve Nash was selected out of Santa Clara back in 1996. That one worked out pretty well. I think Jalen Williams will be special as well.
Here's Wallace, following the score by Atlanta. Outside, Williams. Here's Joe. No points yet. The Thunder with another miss. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results. His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Stolen by MP. Up top, Johnson. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Second personal foul.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding...
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
Inside, we got Williams and Holmgren. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Gordon Hayward. And it's Joe in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here's Barbosa. Holmgren with the block.
Oh, that's a big-time rejection from Chet Holmgren, making his defensive presence felt.
Hawks foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And he drops it first.
Williams.
And Williams drops them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Young, the pass to Barbosa. That's it! Coming off an assist from Young.
The assist.
Young's got 4 assists now tonight. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Looking ahead, they've got the Cavaliers coming to town for their next one. It's Holmgren, high post. MP's there. Holmgren. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
And stiff defense is something Holmgren will have to get used to. Pros don't get to take easy shots.
Outside Young. Bay from long range. Sinks it from distance. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
It's stolen by Okongwu. Bay with it. Hayward picks him up. On the wing, Murray. Outside Young. Holmgren with the block. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams on the wing. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Okongwu. Gilgeous-Alexander against Young. Bay passes to Murray. Here's Barbosa. Good on the bucket. And now an 8-point Hawks lead.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And they got to refocus. Too many careless turnovers will kill your momentum.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Trae Young.
Can you say vintage? Wow, this was a vintage performance. I mean, so much of the game is about the three ball today, but his focus was going hard into the... paint is doing damage from inside.
I'm telling you, the added pressure of the road really brings out the best in him. You can tell he enjoyed playing so well in front of an unfriendly crowd. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Dagnall was just reviewing the plan with his team, and it wasn't a very happy huddle. Coach told the team, quote, "We need to be better with the ball. We're committing too many turnovers. It's hurting us." Back over to you, Brian.
Thanks for that, Allie. Yeah, that one's good.
There's the focus from SGA, the ability to absorb contact and finish.
Outside Hunter. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Here's Barbosa. And the officials call the over the back. A little too aggressive there.
At least the over the back call comes from playing hard. But you'd like to see him get better position.
You know, they like to fly in at the last moment rather than establish position early.
The Thunder making a switch here. Giddey's checked in. Johnson, he's checked in for Atlanta. Strong finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Here's Barbosa, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Barbosa's got 20 points.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
From Pete Giddey. Rebounded by Johnson. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Here's Barbosa. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. And now it's a 10-point Atlanta lead.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Hawks.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from three. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And some rooting against you. It seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight. Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Here's Barbosa. Offline. So we see the Hawks taking the W here.
That's the end of the game.
Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew.
Great game tonight. You guys really dominated on offense, and you in particular couldn't miss. What was the key to your performance tonight?
Oh, man. I think you saw tonight what this team is capable of when we all play together. Man, when we look to take that extra pass, we're a hard team to defend.
Well, you were having a lot of success individually. Did you see something in their defense?
You know, man, I think it's just my teammates looking for me to get the ball.
The shirt looking good out there.
Here we go. Right off the bat. All right.
Ooh.
Oh, there we go. Right back. One more. Great passing. Go.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right. Welcome to 2K Sports for a look at Atlanta's opening lineup. In the backcourt, it's the stars, Young and Murray. Bogdanovich out there with Johnson. And it's Barbosa in at the 5 spot. And for Orlando, the forward spots, it's Wagner and Banchero. The guard pair, it's Suggs and Harris. And it's Carter in at the 5. So many teams, Greg, look to run these days. It's refreshing, isn't it, to see a battle between half-court offense
and to excel at that. You have to be extremely tactical, minimize turnovers, and execution is key.
So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Murray kicks to Bogdanovich. Young dishes to Barbosa. Tries again, and the layup is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Suggs, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Suggs doing a nice job being aggressive. They're challenging defenders and getting rewarded with the call.
For this young Orlando team, last season GA was a huge step forward.
A 12-win improvement, taking a giant step forward offensively. Their top 5 scorers, all under 25 years old, a very bright future in Orlando.
Barbosa gets the bucket.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
Exactly. I mean, once he's got the ball in that area, the battle's already lost.
Now, here's Wagner. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Harris outside. Over Murray. Harris, good.
Harris demonstrating how efficient he is from the mid-range area.
Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Johnson. Down low, here's Barbosa. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. And that's now 6 points for MP. Here's Orlando now. Harris passes to Banchero. Yep, that one goes in there.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
Young looking it over. And he uses the glass on the lane.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Carter. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Murray, the pass to Barbosa. Yep, it counts. Barbosa's got 8 points. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Wagner's checked in for Carter. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Banchero. And Anthony subbed in for Gary Harris. Isaac misses.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And the turnover again by Orlando. The Magic. Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a win against the Thunder.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Banchero and Carter make up the inside pair. Suggs out there with Anthony, and it's Harrison at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
Carter did this against high-level college competition, consistently showcased the ability to score efficiently.
To the wing right side. Murray finds Barbosa. Over Carter. And it's Orlando with the rebound. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
In this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
You know what, guys? I don't know. I get the feeling that this could be an interesting matchup this season. This first game will tell us a lot.
As far as first overall picks go, Paolo Banchero definitely arrived with a bang in 2022.
He sure did, Greg. I mean, he's the first rookie since LeBron James to record at least 25 points, 5 boards, and 5 assists in his debut game. And he continues to build on that en route to Rookie of the Year.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And that one, good. Barbosa's got the lead up to 3 now for Atlanta.
An excellent ball movement. Young being unselfish.
And here is Suggs. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas. And it's Carter penetrating.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Barbosa scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Magic have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Suggs kicks to Banchero. Anthony in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound, Atlanta.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Bay passes to Young. Hawks passing it around. Back to Johnson. The kick out to Young. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And defensively, you have to stay connected to Young at all times.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. You know, Clark, I remember you had such a strong mid-range game when you were playing. Do you think it would have been hard to stretch your game out to 3 like a lot of guys are doing now?
You know what, Kevin?
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Hawks lead by 3.
40. The Hawks, 43.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. In the backcourt, it's the stars, Young and Murray. Johnson is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Barbosa in at the center, filling out the middle. They get it again. And it's Banchero missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And it's Harris with the ball for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 5. Wagner passes to Banchero. Up and in on the layup. Banchero's got his second bucket tonight.
Solid move by Banchero, working through the contact.
Pass to Bogdanovich. And there's Barbosa. That's good on the assist from Bogdanovich. 18 points for MP. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Thank you, Kevin. The Orlando Magic is rolling out with some long and rangy athletes. They've got some size and the foundations of an identity. One scout recently said, everyone talks about playing positionless basketball, but they're the only ones who have really said, what the heck, let's do it. Kevin?
They've got a type, don't they, David? Thank you. Here's Suggs, Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play, finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely.
Murray outside. Here's Barbosa. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Barbosa's got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks. Magic have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Now, here's Suggs, defended by Young. Passes it to Suggs. Wagner outside. Clock at 6. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Really like how Wagner has really gone after it on offense. That's part of why he's hot right now.
So, Clark, looking back at the 2021 draft, Franz Wagner, the 8th overall pick.
And, you know, he very well might turn out to be the best of the bunch, Kevin. He's 6'9", really can shoot it. But I think his activity and playmaking perhaps his best attribute. Creates for others as a 6'9" wing guy, and that's valuable for any team.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Anthony's checked in for the Magic. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Dave's checked in. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Anthony right side. And Barbosa pulls it down. Barbosa's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the paint. Great pass to set up the layup. And now it's a 9-point Hawks lead.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
11 feet away. The Magic again can't hit.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Just tentative in the paint. Lacking a little bit of confidence, allows the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Harris passes to Carter. 5 on the clock. Anthony kicks to Carter. From the arc. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Carter's got 14.
The versatility of Carter Jr. I mean, he can shoot off 1 to 2 dribbles as well as off the catch.
Barbosa gets the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
The shot by Anthony, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Anthony, the pass to Harris. Back to Anthony. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Hawks.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Barbosa kicks to Young. Out to the wing. Bay passes to Barbosa. Over Banchero.
He looked uncomfortable there, making plays at the rim, not his strength.
And so it's Atlanta. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them. And
substitution on the court.
Rendell Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. Wagner comes in for Isaac, and it's Gary Harris in for Fultz. Then for the Hawks, MP's checked in for Capella. Johnson comes in for Okongwu. And it's Bogdanovich in for DeAndre Hunter. Filling the perimeter slots, it's Harris and Wagner. Banchero and Carter make up the inside tail. And it's Suggs in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
Great job by Carter Jr. to turn up his intensity and knock down the big shot. No fear there.
Barbosa kicks to Johnson. Young outside. To the inside. Here's Barbosa. Orlando grabs the miss. Carter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Harris passes to Banchero. There's the lob for Carter.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. So they're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
The pass to Bogdanovich. To the middle. Here's Barbosa. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And that's 31 points for MP. Orlando's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Inside. Puts it up. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta. They've led by as many as 11 points. Barbosa gets the bucket.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're trailing by 8. 43 seconds left to play in the final quarter. We present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Well, I tell you what, it's been so much fun watching him do his thing out here. I mean, the game is looking effortless for him, and he's riding that wave of confidence and momentum, which has allowed him to completely take over and dominate.
minutes, the Magic with the ball. 8-point game. Bancaro, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Bancaro showing and telling everybody he can handle the pressure. That's the way you go get it, young fella.
Personal foul. 14 foul.
A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Third personal foul. 15 foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And you know, one look at Murray's game, and you can tell he's been well coached over the course of his career. His awareness, his work ethic, this guy is just always bringing it.
There's the double team with Barbosa. And it's Carter missing. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working. Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Pass to Suggs. Puts up a deep 3. Tips it, and Carter with his second James point.
That is the guy to go to. I mean, when everything's frenetic, Carter has that steady, even keel pulse.
And so the Hawks take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Great win tonight. You were on fire out there. What did you see in the defense that allowed you to have so much success?
Yeah, man, we really played together as a team tonight. You know, we were really starting to click. Teams in this league need to watch out.
You personally had a strong game. What was the key to your performance?
Man, that ball got a certain energy, man, which is why if you keep it moving, eventually it'll find the right person. Tonight, your boy was that person. You already know I took advantage.
Yeah.